Good evening to you, friends. On this Thursday night, Greg Meriwether and Elizabeth Vowell here with you. So carnival season has come and gone in Louisiana, and this year there were a few headlines about people throwing things from floats, specifically getting very rough from the floats.
Yeah, well, now a state lawmaker is pushing to bring some consequences to any float riders over aggressive throws, and this one is getting plenty of talk. Colin Vidros is here to explain. Colin.
Hey guys, so should there be consequences for float riders who are throwing beads and other parade items too aggressively? That's the question we asked many of you today across the capital region.
There's always so much danger, at least like what I'm familiar with for parades.
You know all too well about the atmosphere Mardi Gras brings every year, but soon one proposed law would add certain penalties for float riders who go a little too far with their throws.
Like I have one friend who had a concussion and had her nose broken by an aggressive thrower this Mardi Gras. And it's just precautions like that, and they should have consequences to those actions.
State Representative Sylvia Taylor is sponsoring House Bill 397, which adds consequences for knowingly or negligently throwing an object from a parade float in a way that could harm or seriously injure someone. It comes after float riders on one float were all removed from a New Orleans parade after reports that riders aggressively threw beads at people.
When stuff like this happens, people are going to call for the people in office to take action with these things. So I think they're trying to do, everything in their power to try to prevent stuff like this from happening in the future.
At a minimum, a $500 fine will go to any float riders in violation of this bill. The maximum penalties include at least a $2,000 fine and between 1 to 3 years in prison, depending on the severity of the injury. Some folks we spoke to have mixed feelings about the proposed measure.
I mean, Mardi Gras is it's a fun time, but plenty of people are also drunk. They think they're having fun. They're trying to throw it forward so that someone in the back can catch it. So this is a very slippery slope. 3 years can be pretty aggressive.
There's already so much danger going on at parades with people being drunk, excessively drinking. We don't need, just more injuries happening.
I guess it's kind of good, it's something to kind of discourage people from doing bad,
And while a few say this law could be good if implemented, others hope lawmakers can discuss this further.
It probably could be more discussions. Hey, let's start having more discussions about the severity of throws. But again, I can only assume that there are several incidents where people have gotten injured to where this is even being talked. This is even in a discussion.
So right now, it's still a proposed law, meaning it hasn't made it through the proper channels yet to become state law. The regular legislative session begins March 9th. Guys, back to you.
All right, Colin, very interesting.